The uncredited director of John Wick directed one of the best movies of this year. It's a giant blockbuster movie. We're talking big buckaroos, $150 million, and it stars the beautiful Ryan Gosling. We love this guy. Ryan Gosling refuses to be in a bad movie. Fall Guy 2024 meets that standard. Let's talk about this flick because it came, it went. People really didn't care about this movie. Here we watch movies on the AKAPAD, the Film Buf podcast. For this day, for this episode, for this installment, I am happy to bring it to you. So let's go.
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production. Take one.
Action.
David Leitch. So John Wick happens. And here we go. John Wick comes out of nowhere in 2014. And everyone who touched this movie, we're talking the stunt guys, the stunt crews. Yes, The Fall Guy is a love letter to stunt films. Or to stunts. Does it make the argument that stunts should be in the Academy? Should we have an Academy Award for stunts? It wants you to think it deserves it, but come on. But John Wick, it's like this thunderstorm that rolls through Hollywood, and there's a whole industry that comes up through John Wick. We're talking producers, writers, directors. And the more we learn about that 2014 John Wick, it really was this community effort. It was this movie that a lot of unmentionables in Hollywood, a lot of people who've been digging for a while, but everyone kept digging that was involved with this movie, and everyone struck gold. The industry that has come up through John Wick, it's extraordinary. It's the things you want to see happen in Hollywood. Drew Pearce is our writer, and he is fantastic. He's also credited. He's credited as the story guy in Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. That's the one people say is the best one. But he's also associated with the 2018 Hotel Artemis. Yeah, and Hotel Artemis it's one of those great movies. It's a ton of characters, it's a big cast, but it's highly mistaken as a part of the John Wick universe. It's not part of the John Wick universe, but Drew Pearce wrote and directed it. He wrote Hobbs and Shaw, writer for Iron Man 3. I love Iron Man 3, by the way. And David Leitch, our director. John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw, Bullet Train, The Fall Guy, Bullet Train 2, 2022. I've long chipped away in getting that onto this podcast. Bullet Train is one of the most underrated action movies there is. Hobbs and Shaw, I loved Hobbs and Shaw. I feel like that movie fits perfectly into the aesthetic of Fast and Furious. Not an easy thing to do. I'm all in. I feel like Hobbs and Shaw should have got a sequel. And let's look into Hobbs and Shaw real quick, because I know we did speak about that. Budget $200 million, box office $760 million. So with that, The Fall Guy, a movie that I absolutely love. I love this movie. Budget $150, box office $180. When this movie came, some of the headlines were, this is the Hollywood trend now. We're not going to really get blockbusters. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. And what happens later around that time? We have Oppenheimer. We have Barbie. We have a little bit of a lull. We have a non-impactful summer season, but now it seems like Gladiator can I say every episode, AKAPAD, can I say Gladiator 2? Gladiator 2 and Wicked. They're making money. We've had Inside Out 2 make money. So it's not like that the box office is dead. I think people are just slowly finding their way back into the theater. Is some of it due to habits? Yes, people like watching movies at home. They'd rather watch movies at home. No one went out for Transformers 1. Nobody went out for the new Joker movie. But everyone seems to have gone out for Wolverine, Deadpool. I'm sure those 3 movies too are all the same quality. I can make that argument, my AKAPAD, because I do like Joker 2. I think Joker 2 is a fantastic movie. So we have a movie that's a love letter to stunt work. It comes from a TV series that does the same thing. I remember being a kid watching The Fall Guy. I used to love the theme song. And The Fall Guy he's a fall guy. He falls. That's his job, and he gets caught up in wacky, same as Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk. But he gets caught up in wackiness. Someone gets killed, or someone goes missing, or something gets stolen. Those are like your top 3 plot points. And the Fall Guy, using his Hollywood knowledge and production knowledge, he goes out to solve the crime. But here, it's really just like broken love story, and you really root for Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling to just connect and be in love. So it's this Hollywood love story that's heightened because our protagonist, our guy, Ryan Gosling, Colt, who, great name by the way, but Colt can do stunt things in the real world. So, but he's also surrounded by Hollywood people, so we get dialogue that's uppity and Hollywood logic-y. We get self-awareness that's really, a lot of it seems like it's just ripped from Kevin Williamson's Scream script. And this movie would pair perfectly with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm just sorry. It just does. Drew Pearce is a freaking writer. This dude can write. He is a freaking weapon when it comes to the blank page. Anything he does moving forward, I want to see. David Leitch, too. I mean, have we not done Atomic Blonde on this show? Atomic Blonde, amazing, by the way. Hotel Artemis, awesome. Bullet Train, awesome. We know what happened with John Wick. Deadpool 2, at this point, highly underrated. I like the Deadpools in order, but there was a good stretch where Deadpool 2 was the movie for me. I love Deadpool 2 so much. Does it destroy the character of Cable? Does it take away the apocalypse angle for Cable? Yes, but we're not here to talk about that. This movie's fantastic, AKAPADers. Winston Duke, he's Bukaku, I think, from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, your next Wakanda thing. He's the guy that really should have become the next Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But, yeah, he's not, because that's convenient. He's in this. He's also from Us. We liked him in Us. Just a lot of freaking talent. Who was our cine? Who was our cinematographer? Jonathan Sella. And he's done, look, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw. Atomic Blonde cinematography is fantastic. And John Wick, I should have known. It's, again, the industry of John Wick. I mean, I put Hotel Artemis right with the John Wick stuff just because it tricked so many people. It really did. That movie just should have been called Artemis or something. And then let's see, who's our music? Let's connect all the dots here. My AKAPAD. We gotta see who did the music for. Right here, Dominic Lewis, filmography. Okay. Oh, okay. Bullet Train, Kingsman. Joel, none of his stuff jumps out, but it's there because there's emotional moments, and there's a lot of times when music works. It's just kind of when, like, it's good when you have a theme and it stands out, but you do sometimes have to watch a movie a few times to follow what happens with the music score and how that is used. I was just seeing if it was connected to yet another John Wick feast. But no, AKAPADers. This movie it's there. It's available on Peacock. You can get the extended version. Just watch the extended version. And Fall Guy falls in, pun intended there, but Fall Guy falls in line with these, let's hold a mirror up to ourselves Hollywood films. Which, does it start with Hudsucker Proxy? For me, it does. I like movies like this. I like these self-reflection movies. I like these movies that take a jab at the very industry that spawns them. Ryan Gosling, again, just he's on such a good run. Will he get nominated for an Oscar for this? I think that would be. I mean, he's so good in this movie, but it's almost like if he gets nominated for an Oscar, but he's a stunt guy, it's almost like through proxy the stunt man is getting nominated for an Oscar, and that's the ending we all want for this, because we all know he got robbed with La La Land. All right, AKAPADers, go check this movie out. And hey, TGIF, let's go.
Okay, that's a wrap.